Okay, this is the Inquisitor's palace in Malta, Valetta. And the prison door was here on the left side, downstairs of this view, just behind that lamp on the left side, which I had in other sequence. And here is the plan. And that's where the door is. Here it is. And here is the description of the house.
This is very interesting. If you want something really interesting, it's here.
Yeah. So he actually lived besides the prison.
See, this makes it quite clear what the purpose of the Inquisition was.
Uh-huh.
This is very well written.
It is.
This bit here, it's all in there.
The missioners.
You should read it.
Which bit here?
All of it.
Okay. The Inquisitors took it upon itself to communicate the truth, to fight ignorance and heresy in order to convert the ordinary folk to church doctrine.
This is the key, this.
Yeah.
Gave the faithful a sense of security. See, this is how it works.
The missionaries tried to achieve limited but definite aims. To teach the people four basic prayers: Pater Noster, Ave Maria, Credo Confliet, or Teor, and
Inculcate. So push in.
the habit of reciting.
Twice a day, morning and evening.
What is reciting?
You have to say it.
Repeating.
Yeah.
Twice a day, morning and
Say them out loud.
The idea was to encourage an examination of conscience in the light of the Christian doctrine, with special emphasis on gossip, envy, enmity. What is enmity?
Jealousy.
And hatred, oaths and
No, it's
blasphemies.
not. Sorry, no, it's not jealousy. Enmity is hatred, like hatred. It's like enmity is like not liking somebody.
Now, what is blasphemy?
Blasphemy is like saying God is the devil, or the Virgin Mary was a whore.
Oh, intemperance.
In food and drink, you don't say sex, okay, but other similar sins clearly is that.
Intemperance. What's that?
Intemperance means eating too much.
And other
Drinking too
similar
much.
sins. Okay. The fear of God, which resulted, was designed to lead the faithful to a general confession and to receive Holy Communion. Essentially, Tridentine Catholicism gave the faithful a sense of security by surrounding them with the protective sacraments and consequently giving the sacraments a new depth. The combined action of the Jesuits' new congregations of friars and nuns, confraternities of the Blessed Sacrament and of the Rosary, together with the missions, brought about a change in the attitude of the faithful to communion and confession.
Right. This is a total
The
method
methodology.
of control. This is the methodology of control. It's fantastically clever. Very clever. See this bit?
Yeah, and nicely, understandably described here, you're right.
Morning and evening you have to say, I believe that white is black, I believe that red is green, and everything else is real, and if I continue to believe that, I will be saved and everybody will love me. That's basically it.
Yeah. So, in we go. So this is what?
This is where all the pictures are.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems that we will not get into the prison, huh? It will be all nice.
Well, that's quite a lifelike Jesus, that one. He's got short hair, looks like an African. Like a Jew. That's a very Jewish Jesus, that, isn't it?
No, but we are in a quite Arab
Yeah.
place. Okay, this is all just art.
Well, I like art.
That's not what I came for.
Well, I exist as an independent human being. I have to say that nice and morning. Otherwise I end up thinking I'm not.
Will you? What is this? Cancelleria. What is Cancelleria? Oh, look, there they have all the... How do you call these things? They're up.
Oh, yeah, tapestry.
No, that's not what I mean.
What?
They are sort of... What are these things?
The badges, the shields.
No.
The heraldic shields.
Heraldic shields, yeah.
Of the different...
Of all the knights.
Well, yeah, each night, that's right. But, well, these will be all the Inquisitors, I think. But
God.
Nasty looking guy, that one. I wouldn't like to be on receiving end of
Oh God! He looks like a vampire himself.
Yeah, this guy, how you pull your teeth out of your throat.
And suck your throat dry.
Yeah. Gideon and the angel. You see, what happened here was that Gideon had just caught a rabbit, and he left his matches behind, you see. And he was hungry, so he couldn't cook the rabbit. So the angel came and set fire
I can't
to him.
see a thing. It's wrong light.
Okay. So the angel came and cooked the rabbit with his magic wand.
Oh God! All these fairy tales.
Oh, who's this guy? St. Joseph's Prophecy.
What is this?
This bloke.
Who is this?
I'm just trying to read. This is...
Portable altar.
Yeah, but who's the saint then? That's the point.
Must be Jesus.
No, that's not Jesus. He's a friar or some sort. St. Francis, probably. St. Francis, I think. He looks like... They always make them all look...
Saint Joseph, it says.
Is it? Oh, maybe it's St. Joseph.
Must be.
Doesn't look like St. Joseph. Because look, he's got like a friar's outfit on, hasn't he? St. Joseph would have had a culture outfit.
Oh God! It's all fairy tales.
Very powerful shit, man. Everything's
Very powerful fairy tales.
Everything is fairy tale, really. You see, look at this. The Catholic confession box was devised by Borromeo in 1565.
So this is a chapel. Here it says. Oh no, it says in Maltese.
It placed a barrier between the priest and the sinner.
Wait, this. So this is what it says about the chapel. British military forces something. St. Peter the Martyr. Here. That was St. Peter. And he was the patron.
Peter was the head of the church.
Yeah, he was patron of the Roman Inquisition. Obviously.
Now, this is a very interesting place. You know. I think this wasn't written by Catholics. This was written by sociologists. So I didn't know that. You see, all these things, the confessional and the Eucharist and all that, they were basically attacks. They were basically responses by the Jesuit sort of clever guys to the Protestant attacks on all the weird sort of mysterious shit that the Catholics believed. So when the Protestants came out, Martin Luther said, look, this is all bollocks. They responded by creating these systems of like this, these things. These were invented so that it became like a sort of a factory line, you know. So you didn't just go to confess when you felt bad about sins. You had to kind of confess every week. But you didn't confess directly to the priest, so he couldn't see who you were. So you sort of mumbled through there, and you just had to say, "Bless me, Father." You don't say, "I am Jim Busby," or whatever. The priest just hears this guy and doesn't know who he is. And then instead of like having this personal relationship, which they used to be before that.
But here you see. So he can't see.
He can't see you. That's the point. He can't see you. So you could say, "I murdered somebody," and then he doesn't know who the fuck you are.
Anyway, what was the? So what is the method?
What is what?
Method. So you go and tell them once a week.
Yeah. You have to see every Sunday. You have to do the Eucharist. See this Eucharist shit? Eucharist means that you go and sort of eat this piece of bread, the host, little white circle thing. The flesh of the...
Yeah,
but that's supposed to be the flesh and
Christ.
Thing of Christ, you see. And so that keeps you in a state of grace. So if you die in the next week, before you commit the next sin, you go straight to heaven.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but you have to, before you can do that, and you're not allowed to do that unless you've confessed, and you have to have absolution. So
that's the methodology, yeah.
So you have to go into this box here.
That's the dependency
Of course,
they created.
That's right. That's right.
Anti-camera.
Stuff, isn't it?
Very wise stuff, yeah. Anti-camera waiting room. What are we waiting in this room for? What do you think?
No, there's more stuff there.
Oh, this is the waiting
We're
room.
waiting to see that guy who's going to pull our fingernails out. That's what we're waiting for. Ooh, this. The sacristy.
Mary, the Mother of God. Inquisitor's apartment. Ruffo apartment.
That's quite a good painting, actually. That is quite a good painting. That's St. Anne, I imagine.
Ruffo apartment was struck by a terrible earthquake. Okay. Anyway. The development of Good Friday processions in the Maltese Islands. The 12th century. The cult of Christ's Passion started. Look, here they started the cult of Christ's Passion also in 12th century.
What's that?
It's just unbelievable how could they expand globally. So
It was such a clever trick.
but anyway, it's quite they expanded to Baltic states also at that time.
Just think about the attraction of the thing. You know, it means you never have to worry.
But I mean, it's quite a big global operation. You need quite much resources.
Well, they had resources.
To do it sort of globally already
because
then.
every time they take over a nation, then those people have to give money to the church to increase the number of Catholics. I mean, it's a sort of like a nuclear reaction. You produce 2 Catholics, and that produces 4, and each one of them gives you 20 pence. I mean,
and some give you 20,000 pence.
Yeah, that's right. And when they die, they leave the money to the church, etc., because that gets
and
you
they
into
train
heaven.
their children to go, not to have children, and leave everything to the church.
I mean, they used to sell absolutions. So, you know, if you'd killed somebody, you had to pay them 500 gold pieces, and they said, that's not okay, you're fair enough, you're all right because of your good works. It was fantastically powerful and clever, really. Really was.
Yeah, it's scientifically designed.
Because it goes straight to the heart of the concerns that people have, which is the concerns about dying and the concerns about being looked after and love and all that stuff. And it just sells them a bogus future, which if they say night and morning, the same thing, they end up believing. in some crazy sense.
Here we are. This is
Good stuff.
the core of the sect.
Who's that then? Don't know who that is.
That's Mother
No, it's not, because they wouldn't have two porky babies.
with two
Somebody
porky
else.
babies.
No, it's just somebody else. It could be St. Mary Magdalene.
At least you know what it could be.
Yeah, well, there are two main women in the Catholic Church who kind of fight it out, and it's a little bit uncertain about what's going on there, but Mary Magdalene is quite a powerful piece of work. And she's the old goddess, see. Mary Magdalene is the original goddess that they sort of acquired in order to become the people who still worship the goddess. So she's their version of the goddess.
Oh, here we go.
Well, there's the Ku Klux Klan. Okay. Get a picture of me with this guy.
No, wait. I'm in the middle of something.
Okay.
Can do it later. So here he is. Brethren, but nobody comes to this museum, obviously. Not so close. God. You sort of... God, that was sick.
Sick.
Why would you hold him in your hand?
Fucking great picture, eh?
Inquisitor of Malta, 1634, 39.
Yeah, here we are. Standard set of good quality textures. Here's the soil messages.
Here he slept, all in lace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Oh, but look at this. This is interesting. This is very interesting.
Right?
12 Jewish stars
Oh, yeah.
above the head of the Inquisitor.
Looks like the EU, actually.
Yeah, it does. You can't not notice that. So this is the big EU concentration camp. The symbolism. Let's go on. Stairwell. I'm going on.
You going out for that?
Ah, there is no down. Garden blue. È there. Oh, this is nice.
Belvedere.
What is Belvedere?
It's like a little railing type of thing that goes around the, you know, like outside the window. Sometimes they build them. You stand outside the window and you can look down. Like a little balcony. Belvedere means beautiful view.
Uh-huh. Nice to have a knowledgeable guide.
Isn't it boring sometimes?
No, because I really don't have all this understanding. It's great that you can...
A lot of people get pissed off with it.
But that's because they probably know a lot of it. And it's just repetition, but I really don't know. Maltese Christmas traditions. Oh, this is interesting. But this is all Christian traditions, not necessarily Maltese.
They obviously make all these things in Malta. Because there's shops all over the world where you can buy this crap.
But I mean,
catalogues and things, they must make it here.
They call it traditional Maltese cribs.
See, they've got a little casting thing. So they just
Although it's so well described here that only in early 20th century Maltese households started commemorating the grand event. How can they call this?
Well, you know, this is like...
Maltese Christmas
This is like
tradition.
Goebbels, isn't it?
But I mean, it's only from 20th century when they started.
This is the production system for the church's propaganda.
Yeah.
This is the centre of it. So all this stuff is produced here in workshops. And they all are. This is like the
And this is also...
It's a fucking assembly line.
It's assembly about assembly. About creating assembly. God. Anyway, they have here Christmas through the ages description, which is quite interesting. Oh, they call it that they have been celebrating Jewish Hanukkah before.
Hey, look at this one there. They've got them for all different countries. So here's a little Chilean baby Jesus.
Yeah, but I'm at this now. Look, come here, help me out. Look at this, what was before Christ. What is this?
Well,
Can you see?
what do you want me to say? The Neolithic inhabitants of Malta celebrated the sun's victory over darkness during the winter solstice, 21st of December, at Manajdra. Then 165 BC, Jewish festival Hanukkah commemorating the dedication of the Temple of Jerusalem, celebrated during the last week of Jewish month of Kislev, December. Then the birth of Jesus Christ. Ta-da!
Okay, so it starts then, yeah. But so the Jews took over this place 165 before Christ. This is very good description.
It doesn't say that. It just mentions that they did have a Jewish blah blah blah.
Yeah, but before that,
It just says it's just a list of non-Christian festivities. It doesn't say they're here. It's just like putting them down.
No, yes,
There
it
says,
is here, no?
No, it says Christmas through the ages. That's all.
Uh-huh.
So what they say is before the Jewish Hanukkah, Neolithic inhabitants of Malta celebrated the sun's victory over darkness and the winter solstice. Well, everybody did that in those days.
So you see, that's what we were taken away. So that's...
No, they just adapted it. So they just made sure that Christ was born at exactly the same time.
It's not exactly, it's just sort of approximate.
It used to be exactly, then they changed it slightly.
Yeah. So what was your interesting point?
My point was all these, they kind of like, in order to get it around the world, they have these, like here you've got Red Indian or Chilean or Eskimo fucking Christmases, you know? Look at this one here, look at this lot, fuck me. Who the fuck are they?
Oh God.
These look like sort of...
Eskimos.
Could be, yeah, Eskimos.
Or Latin Americans.
Yeah.
Latinos. Incas.
It could be. Anyway, these ones are Chile, they say. Looks like Red Indians to me.
And this is
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
What's this?
United States.
USA.
Would they try to say that Indians were doing this?
No, it's because they were, but this is just what the missionaries did. This was the Jesuits.
Or what is this? Snowmen?
Snowmen, yeah. It's like the snowman.
Snowmen with sheep.
Like that one had a nuclear war.
Who had?
Nuclear bomb.
who had Satan's star above them. Oh, yeah.
Notwithstanding the influence of 17th century European studies, only the recent past that nativity scenes gained widespread popularity in North America. But you've got all this shit in Latvia, haven't you? All these little cribs and things. Yeah?
Of course. Also, 800 years. Actually, Maltese have been colonized also for approximately the same time by this.
Southern Europe and the Near East.
Oh, look, even mouse. Even mice. Mice, men and mice. Anyway, let's do this Christmas through ages, the whole of this. This is how they say it.
See, 1921, museum members organised the first Christmas Eve procession at Baby Jesus, distribute small Christmas cribs to children. And then all these clay figure people started working in the 30s, making them so.
So it's very new.
It's quite new, yeah.
It's the grand expansion.
About 1900s. Anyway, they said it was Prague. The Jesuits set up what came to be the first modern crib in Prague in 1562. Promotion of the cribs by the Franciscan and Jesuit orders, 1500s. Condemnation of Christmas celebrations by Protestants. That's right. So it was that's what it came about, as a fight between the Protestants and the Catholics. Saint Bridget of Sweden receives a vision of the birth of Christ.
Where?
1372. Saint Bridget of Sweden receives a vision of the birth of Christ whilst in the Church of Nativity at Bethlehem. Publishes her writings.
Heliga Birgitta, ja.
What was she doing down there?
It's all, you know.
Birgitta.
Liturgical calendar. This is very interesting. So here it is.
Someone must have sat down and figured all this stuff out, isn't he? All the colours and everything. They've copied this stuff out of some sociology work, haven't they? Very well written. So this is an Albert and Lionel McCarthy collection, this lot.
All this?
Yeah.
Whole room?
Yeah, these two rooms. It was inspired by a small crib which Albert's mother had won during a coffee morning.
Tanzania.
And there they are.
Santa Clauses themselves.
Fabulous. See, it's all about belief, isn't it? If you're going to defeat these fuckers, you're going to have to put in place a whole new system of belief.
We are not defeating any fuckers, we're defeating life on earth. Preservation. That's not true. I think they themselves will go for that.
Well, that guy, you know that guy that was taking us around the world, blonde woman, whatever. I can't remember the name. The one that had various degrees and...
Oh, there they are. There they are. This is the camp of Inquisition, European Union. Biblioteca, Inquisitors' quarters, there we were. Okay, and what is this? This is unknown. Let's say this. Biblioteca. We don't have any books here. So the library. Where is the library? Here was library?
I guess so.
Not one book. Very strange, huh?
Well, they just turned it into a part of it.
I don't understand this.
They just made this display clay figures. They're good.
Yeah, but it's so unscientific. How can you give us clay figures when there says library?
Because it was the library.
We should have had at least one wall with books here. To Vatican Underground?
No, they moved it here.
Where did they move it?
To here.
But where is it? Where did they move it out of here?
I'm supposed to put it all in storage.
Ah, it must be that big library that is there in the middle of the city.
It's just the room that this is. That used to be the library.
So, is that it?
I think it probably is.
This is closed. So the rest probably.
Oh no, we've got the Holy Office.
Holy Office. Maltese ecclesiastic.
Oh, he's one of the
Knight.
One of the knights, yeah.
Holy Office. Here we come. Okay, what are these guys? Maltese ecclesiastic.
Just a priest.
Sun clock just out of this window. Was carved in 1730. Where is it? Do you see it?
No.
No, I don't see it either. Prison warden's room.
So this is the prison officer's room.
What is warden?
Warden is the guy who unlocks the prison, the guy with the keys, this guy.
So he was sleeping here?
Yeah.
Okay, but then it has to be some door where he can get to his prison. Very close here.
Storing of torture equipment.
So this must be the door to the prison now? It doesn't seem reasonable. Security of prison complex accountable for conditions of walls. Strict application of sentence delivered to prisoners. Well-being of prison. Reporting on states of health of prisoners, taking prisoners to the toilet. Others, storing of torture equipment, purchase of goods, surveillance of prisoners. It's very advanced, isn't it? Very administrative description. So, here we go. This must be the prison now. Of course. Now we will go to the prison. He must have lived close to it. Yeah, here we go. Look.
Female prison section.
Here is the toilet. God.
Not bad. At least there is one, it's not a bucket.
It falls through several floors.
Yeah.
And you can talk to other prisoners through your toilet hole. Isn't that lovely?
Mm.
Oh God. So go out. I want to feel how it is when I'm in prison here.
I lock the door.
Yeah. Don't lock it, please.
You want to hear the thing, don't you?
Yeah. And here I have my toilet. And here I sit and sleep. I could even do some exercises here. And I could even push my arm up and hang a bit to stretch my back. And we're having carvings here. Okay, I have experienced this. Could you please let me out? Where is the Inquisitor with his tools? So, oh shit.
Tribunal.
This is the tribunal?
Yeah. So this is where the Inquisitor sat on that chair and said, go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not collect £500.
Oh God. Okay. And that's where somebody who tried to pretend to know what's right and wrong was sitting, yeah?
The prisoner, my lord, is guilty of blasphemy, having said that the devil is in fact responsible for the works of the world. We must try this prisoner and find him guilty.
And what is blasphemy?
We have no need to try this prisoner. I know this prisoner is guilty. Take him away and pull all his teeth out.
That's what they are doing with Latvians now. They don't have money
It shall be done.
to do their teeth.
Hang on. No!
And they don't even shout no, because they don't think that they don't have money to do their teeth by some logic. They think they are guilty themselves. Imagine what a very wise Inquisition method. So much wiser. Oh, who the fuck is that?
Cathars.
Why does he have a sword in his head? No, I don't.
Somebody must have whacked him on the head with a sword.
I don't think I want to know. Okay. Tribunal stairs. Oh God, so the word tribunal comes from Inquisition.
Yeah.
So we can't use this word.
No, it doesn't come from the Inquisition.
Yes, it does.
No, it comes from the Romans, long before the Inquisition.
But Romans had Inquisition.
No, they didn't. No, this was before the Romans became Christian. It was called tribunal because there were three people who asked you questions about whatever it was you were accused of.
What is this? Oh, look. Activities that had to be reported to the Holy Office. Oh shit, inquisitorial edict.
Magical activities.
Abuse of sacraments for supporters remedies, zoning of perusing of prohibited books, infringement of abstinence. What's that?
That means that if you've taken an oath of not fucking, you fuck somebody.
Bigamy, apostasy to Islam, magical activities, solicitation during confession. What is solicitation?
Well, that means that you ask the priest to do something for you.
Some favour?
Yeah.
Heretical opinion?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's like believing something that's a heresy. So I believe.
What is heresy?
Heresy is anything that the Catholics don't believe.
False witness, hear confession or say mass without permission. Blasphemy, what's that?
Yeah, blasphemy is saying something, or making some oath that is prescribed by the church. So saying, "Fuck me, Jesus wept," or something like that. That's blasphemy. Or saying, by God, I'm going to kill you. That's blasphemy.
Lack of cooperation with the Inquisition. Inquisition to
Eradicate heresy. Yeah.
Oh,
They've got you over way.
God, it's total package.
Total package of control.
Total package of control. And here it is. In these limestone walls. Torture chamber. Now we are coming. This room was used alternatively as a prison cell, the prison warden's room, a torture chamber according to the needs of the palace at the time. Oh, here we come, at last. So behind all that good, nice, porky stuff, there is this reality.
Yeah. There's an hourglass to see how long you're going to be hung up by it.
How long you'll be suffering.
Yeah. What's that thing? Oh, that's crushing your feet. See? It's a screw.
Yeah.
You put your feet in there and
Maybe
then just wind it up.
you could sort of crash anything with it.
You could crush skulls. Yeah, it's sort of basically crushing.
And there you have somebody sitting and helping you to be crashed.
Torture would be immediately stopped if the accused admitted his guilt. Yes, I did it, whatever it was. That would be me.
So this sort of office has been transferred into police offices, sort of, yeah? They do still torture in police offices, don't they?
No. No, there's all sorts of...
In Russia they do.
Video cameras and stuff. In Russia, or maybe, but not... And I think in the USA they do, but not in police stations. They take them somewhere else.
Prison complex. Here we go.
Overstretching of muscles. That's what they did.
Overstretching the muscles.
Yeah. Accused hands tied behind his back, attached to a rope thrown over a beam or over the ceiling.
Whoa, wait, I don't hear you.
Okay. Essentially, torture consisted of the overstretching of muscles. This sometimes caused dislocation or bone fractures. The system most commonly used was the tormento della corda. The accused's hands would be tied behind his back, attached to a rope which was thrown over a beam or hook in the ceiling and pulled up in the air. Other forms of torture occasionally used were the stringitore, an instrument by means of which the ankles were pressed between two pieces of metal. That's that thing, yeah? And the cavalletta, which stretched the arms and legs of the accused to the limit.
Okay. And that's where they were suffering.
Yeah.
Prison complex. One prisoner managed to dig his way through the walls for 8 times in less than a year. Very fragile. I don't understand how you could dig yourself through these.
You'd have to have some metal, but they're limestone, they're very soft. And they're blocks, so you can pull the blocks out, can't you? If you get around the outside of them.
God, he could have sit there crapping.
Sit up quite high to piss.
And some other crap could fall on his back.
That's true. On his head while he was crapping. This must have been part of... I don't understand this.
No, that's how it was. You should have to shout, I'm crapping, and
Yeah, but then it would hit the head, splash on the ground and all sorts, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but he could shout up, I'll crap now, so you don't.
Okay. Yeah, but my point is that...
Paolo, 60-year-old neo-Christian slave of Gio Bata-Agios, a wine merchant from Valetta. My master ill-treated me so much that once in a moment of despair I said that I would certainly have been better for me had I remained Muslim, since Muslim slaves were in a much better condition than I was. I was reported to the Inquisition for having said these words and was imprisoned on 9th of May, 1773. I remained imprisoned for 3 months until 17th of August, when after being examined by the doctor of the Holy Office, I was found to be seriously ill and was therefore sent to the Holy Infirmary. I did not return to the prisons once I had regained my health. That was a very civilized description of what could happen to you.
Yeah, well, I think these people are trying to choose the best...
cases.
Yeah.
Here is one more cell.
This has got a little window. This one.
And one more civilized description.
Little window.
Oh, they all have this.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yours, sorry?
Yeah. Prison yard. Male prison section. This is the water. And this is the water basin too. Prison toilet. So, that was male prison section that we were right now. And what, this is female? No, this is prison yard. And this could be female, maybe?
No, this is the toilet.
Female prison section. Public prison cells. What does that mean? That even people who...
Well, these are people, I suppose, who weren't there because of the Inquisition, but were just drunk and disorderly.
Drunk and disordered.
Yeah, they put more than one
Complex. Yeah, here there could be 3. Oh, being a prostitute. Magical services to some of my clients. Overcome their difficulties.
45.
What is sorcery?
You know.
No, I don't.
Sorcery is raising up spirits and creating magic to affect other people. Sentenced to fast on bread and water, to take Holy Communion and recite the Rosary every Saturday for 4 years. wasn't that too kind.
That's a civilized description, I bet. Don't you think? Okay.
Oh fuck, we better go then. 2:23.
Female prison section fast.
We're going to be late.
Sarah Cheevers, Catherine Evans.
Welsh then. Yeah, Welsh.
Breach our religious convictions.
Three years.
3 years what?
They were in prison for 3 years.
What were they preaching?
They were Quakers.
Quakers, what is that?
Quakers, they believe, Joseph Ramsey Charitable Trust, Quakers. They
Okay.
believe that there should be no priests and no churches, and people should achieve God just by looking inside themselves.
Oh,
They were the result of a man called George Fox, who was an early revolutionary, very good, a great guy.
mind the step. Okay, here we come. So we had done it, yeah?
Yeah.
It's very little prison, I have to say, huh? Wasn't very big. Or maybe have more cells. Hello.
Hello.
Do you speak English?
Yes.
So this is the prison wasn't big then, yeah? It's not big. Yeah?
Prison cells.
Yes,
There is over here, up there.
10 approximately. Yeah?
Approximately, yes.
It wasn't bigger than that, no?
No.
Or did they have some more prison somewhere else?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any book about it?
Yes.
We don't have any money then.
You don't have.
I paid the last of my money to get in.
Okay. I'll take it on my card.
You can, by card you can.
Yeah.
So,
You want a book?
The book about on this Inquisition place.
we have this one about Inquisitors'
Oh,
Palace in general.
Okay.
We have this one about the prison experience.
Okay.
Inquisitors' Palace. And you have this one about the torture and the Roman Inquisition.
Oh, very nice. Thank you so much.